sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting.
I like to think happiness is simple. Not that people don't get sad or that sadness isn't a part of life, but happiness is in simplicity. These days we tie our happiness to a lot of things. How other people see us, how much money we've got in our bank, whether that girl likes us, but it doesn't need to be that hard. In truth, I feel like we get so caught up in the goings-on of life that we forget to step back and see the beauty that's really there. The beauty of the mundane, the boring, the slow. There's this film I like called Perfect Days. It's a movie about this toilet cleaner in Tokyo. I mean, nothing really happens to him. There's no plot twist or earth-shattering revelation. He just cleans toilets. But in there's kind of a parable for our own lives. Most of us don't really have that much going on. If we're lucky, we'll have some good friends to laugh with, a little project to keep us busy. If we're really lucky, we might even like the jobs that we do, but that's about it. No plot twist, no big reveal, but that's where the beauty of life is. Right there between the pages of a book, or the laugh of a friend, or the coo of a bird. I've been thinking about happiness a lot recently. It's kind of a hard thing to pin down, but what I slowly realise is it's a choice. To a large extent, if you take out the external, you really can choose to be happy. So I set out a framework. I call them the 6 pillars, the 6 things that, at least for me, if I do them every day, I feel good, and maybe they'll work for you too. The first one is train, just moving the body, looking after your health. Then next comes love, some form of human interaction. Then there's purpose and learn, which kind of explain themselves. And finally, suffer and breathe. The idea that every day, sure, we should do something hard, but also remember to pause, sit down and focus on our breath for a while. Take some breaths with me now. There's this philosopher called Albert Camus. He was kind of like the rock star of philosophy. I mean, the guy was pretty cool. Anyway, he wrote this essay called The Myth of Sisyphus. It's about this ancient Greek king who pissed off the gods and so was condemned to an eternity in hell. Every day he'd have to push a huge boulder to the top of this hill, and every night it would roll right back down again. Sounds kind of familiar, huh? Well, Camus said that was kind of like the human condition. Life is inherently absurd, a constant struggle to find meaning in a world that's ultimately indifferent to us. So, what do we do about that? Well, according to Camus, we should imagine Sisyphus happy. He's an absurd hero. Even though everything he does is kind of pointless, every day he still gets up and rolls the boulder up the hill, knowing it'll come crashing right back down in the evening. He embodies a sort of defiant acceptance of the absurdity of his situation, so in a way we should all try and be a bit more like Sisyphus. Sure, our lives are absurd, they don't really mean too much, and one day we'll all die, but we might as well be happy while we're here. Maybe push the boulder up backwards, or as fast as we can, or chase it while it rolls down the hill, or maybe even stop halfway up to drink a coffee and listen to the birds. I think at its core, we just need to embrace life fully. Every experience, every moment, even the mundane, the boring, the slow. So, you see, in a weird way, happiness is kind of simple.